Many people want to achieve wealth and greatness. This is a topic that has certainly received more than its fair share of attention over the centuries, and it will continue to do so long after the publication of this work. However, the answer to how to achieve wealth and greatness is surprisingly simple, but many people may not like the message. Achieving wealth and greatness can be distilled down to helping others. Find a way to serve many people. Simply stated, this is what leads to great wealth, great power, and great influence. One of John F. Kennedy's more famous statements was, "Don't ask what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." This quote encapsulates what one needs to do to achieve greatness and financial independence. Thinking about what you can do for the people in your family, your neighborhood, your state, your country, and the world is the secret of wealth. Take Zig Ziglar, for example. I have known Zig for nearly 50 years, and he is fond of saying, if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. Now, you might be thinking that this is just too simple to be accurate, but it is. This is the great philosophy that is at the heart of transforming your life. Invest in yourself, invest in your own self-education, and then take that knowledge and use it to help others get what they want and need out of life. In the process, you will acquire power and financial freedom. The world is currently at an extraordinary level of change. All one has to do is look at the metamorphosis that is occurring in China. China now has 235,000 millionaires. And guess where the new billionaires are coming from? India. These are nothing short of extraordinary times, and unparalleled opportunities exist in every country around the world. A facet of this opportunity is competition. Competition is now becoming truly global for the first time. Within this new element of competition comes a new element of opportunity. Many fear what competition brings, as many will always fear the unknown. But the fact is that without this extraordinary level of competition, all of these new opportunities would not exist. How can you make sure that you are invaluable in this new dynamic and ever-changing 21st century global marketplace? First, make certain that you have more than one skill. Look at the U.S. auto industry over the last 15 to 20 years. Car manufacturers shut down plants and laid off workers at nearly regular intervals. Those without numerous skills lacked the flexibility to compete. In short, the phenomenon of a specialist who works in the same field and in the same way from the age of 21 to 65 is now a rarity. A variety of skills mean that you are more flexible and can adapt to the whims of a changing and evolving marketplace. After all, that which does not evolve does not prosper and does not survive. By having numerous skills, you are greatly increasing your value and worth in an ever-changing marketplace. Further, with such a dynamic workplace destined to become the norm, you should strive to keep your current skills sharp and periodically develop new ones. This will give you an important edge and one that will help safeguard against obsolescence. All of this information intimately ties into why I became rich around the age of 31. Soon after I found myself unable to buy that box of Girl Scout cookies, I began investing in myself. That meant learning additional skills. I wrote down the skills that I had at my disposal at the time, and they were fairly limited. I reflected on my upbringing on a farm in Idaho. I certainly could milk a cow, but well, let's just say that didn't pay very well. I knew I needed to know more in order to be more and earn more. Here's one example of how I diversified my skill set. Believe it or not, I began teaching capitalism in Russia. Once communism had disappeared, I realized there was a real vacuum in the former Soviet Union. Soon I found that my skills in teaching capitalism were of value in Russia. In the last 12 years, for example, I have been to Russia 5 times helping people make the transition from a centrally planned economy to a capitalist one. One of the key lessons that I taught my students is that poor people and rich people have wildly different philosophies. For example, here's the philosophy that ensures poverty: spend your money and invest what is left. The bottom line is that this strategy will make you poor. On the flip side, here is the philosophy that will make you rich: invest your money and spend what is left. You can have the same amount of money, but thanks to a difference in philosophy, you can achieve dramatically different results. Making money begins with having the right philosophy, but there are other steps as well, such as finding your customers and selling them something that you believe in. In my case, it was a nutritional product. Secondly, learn how to find good people. A business needs good people behind it. You can't do everything. I took my inspiration from the Bible on this one. A biblical lesson that always stood out in my mind was that if you search, you can find good people, but you have to be committed to searching. Taking the time and effort to search for good people will yield the reward of finding quality people. This sounds simple enough, but it's a point that many would-be entrepreneurs and employers often overlook. At this stage, you will have three things. The first will be your skills. These skills will enable you to help people improve their lives. Secondly, you will have found your customers and have a quality product to sell them. Finally, if you have taken the time to seek out quality people, you will have a pool of good people to help you with your endeavor. Now you are ready to make money and change lives, your life and the lives of those around you. Your employees are key. After all, what could be more important than finding the people that you will work with in order to make your dreams come true? Finding good people can be difficult, and it will take time. If they are independent-minded people, you may be in for a challenge, as this can be as difficult as herding cats. Just keep in mind that herding sheep is easy, but you don't want to work with sheep. You want independent-minded go-getters. If you can get 2 or 3 people focused on the same task, then almost nothing is impossible. You certainly won't hear that idea taught in the educational system, but it's a fact. This underscores the importance and long-term value of having quality people by your side. You don't have to be General Motors or Microsoft to make a profit. All you have to do is be reasonably bright, focused, willing to work, and then learn how to multiply. Don't be afraid to get someone else out there doing it. This may be harder in some places in the world, but it's easy in America. That part is what makes America unique. Whatever you set your sights on, if you are the one doing it, you can make a living, perhaps even a good living. However, you want more than a good living, or you probably wouldn't be reading this book. Get somebody else to do the work, and it's the beginning of a fortune, pure and simple. Then show someone else how to get rich, show someone else how to earn money, how to sell stuff, and how to recruit. You will be amazed just how good this can make you feel. Knowing that you have empowered another person to live his or her own dreams is unlike any other feeling. With the philosophy of performance and productivity, there is a never-ending cycle of benefit and rewards, and there is enough for everyone.